Hey guys, it's Rob with a quick video. I wanted to show you basically a sneak peek of what is in the next video because I get trolled a lot, and one of the big things that trolls claim, with no proof of course, is that my alignments don't align. And I kind of want to address that right now with North America and the subduction zone right here. They claim that the Pacific plate is sliding underneath this plate. If that's true, then how come it's a reoccurring pattern? What I'm going to align is that there's a reoccurring pattern on our planet that goes up like this and goes like that. You can see it always has like a notch in it. It's like a V. You can see the V right here, and you can see the V right here. And this is a reoccurring pattern that's all over the planet, not just here. But I just thought I'd use this as a good example. Okay, they claim that these don't align. Well, I don't know. That looks like it aligns right there. And then the same pattern also looks like it aligns right here. But they do more than align. They align other areas too. But watch when I make them transparent. Let me remove this one and bring the transparent one in. I'd just like to point out how unrealistic it is to say that these areas don't align when they do, because everybody can see that they do, so why pretend they don't? Okay, you see this? It looks a lot like that, doesn't it? Could that be a coincidence when these line up too? But not just here, but how about here too? Okay, let's take a close look at this. These are globe shots, by the way. This is half the planet, basically, and here's the other, and here's another half view of a planet. So it kind of makes it more serious if I can align up things from half of a planet. And I can, because look, as I bring that in, you can see this is here. You can see that these features right here line up. And they do. Let me show you something. Okay, you see how this lines up in here. Like that. And then if you scroll down here, that this fits into here. And then you'll notice that, well, California and this part of North America is hanging off here. Well, this lines up here, but notice that this looks a lot like that. See that? And then let's see what else we got here. Okay, watch what happens when I move this around. You see it lines up here. But watch right here when I bring it down. Look, see, take a look at the pattern right here. This is the Mississippi. interested in also is this volcano right here, this island. Now look at the similar features though between this and Mississippi, and I wouldn't give it much thought if it wasn't for the fact that this lines up right here. This is obviously moving. Look right up in here. These are matching because these used to sit on top of one another. But how is that possible if this is a subduction zone and this is on the other side of the Pacific plate? How could it be subducting and match up over here so well? And it does. See, the other thing I want to point out is that you got these lines right here on the ocean bottom floor, and right here you got this group of underwater features, which I'm going to get a clearer picture of. Okay, but just look at this shot right here though. You can kind of see this triangular shape right here, like that. You can see how it plays into the Great Lakes, and this is obviously spinning. You can see that this seems to be connected there too. But what's trippy is that when you look at this right here, it looks a lot like the Gulf of Mexico. And then you see how it keeps refitting over and over again as I move it around? That's not coincidence. It's because all the planet's surface features are the same reoccurring pattern. Just like that, looks like that, and come on. But let me show you this other one really quick, because this is the same features right here. Same thing, except for now you can see those islands, or the underwater land features, and you can see that they line up with this area right here, right by Yellowstone Park, as this lines up here. Okay, so let me get the transparent version now. Get this out. Let's see what we got. See, we line it up right here with that. See how that goes like that? It goes like that because this was on top of it. The process that made one made the other here. And you can see the other features lining up too. Now, you can see how that lines up right there. And this obviously goes from here and then rotates. Like that. That's just the first rotation step. See how it fits? I find it amusing that trolls can't see that aligns right there. Okay, here's that subduction zone again, and here is another area of our planet that I'm going to claim is a recurring pattern of this. And watch, this also is a subduction zone. How can these subduction zones be here together and related? Watch as I bring this in. See, I'm going to match this in here. Right there. And watch when I back out. See how this right here becomes a part of this, and then this looks like some kind of a chameleon right here, an outline. But you can see that this is related to what made this. Look at the islands and stuff as this comes in right here. Okay, so let's make sure I get all this. Fits in there. So is this still a subduction zone? This doesn't look like observable evidence that supports that this is being subducted, because this looks like it's going right over it. It's not going anywhere near to being subducted. It's peeling right off of it. Look. See how that whip thing fits right into here? Look at right here. See that? You can just go ahead and look around at different areas as I move this around and see certain things line up for yourself. And because I see stuff all the time that I miss after making these videos. But the best way to really do this is to do your own overlays. They're really simple to do. You just need like a photo editor or something like that, and just cut and paste layers over on top of one another, transparent one, and move it around and see what lines up. The thing is it's going to continually line up in the background, because this is how the truth works. It just will. I don't have to make it do anything. It's going to do it by itself, no matter who checks it. And the truth can destroy theories. Look at how that fits right in there. See? That right there. And here's another recurring pattern. Look, right there. Which opens up a whole nother can of worms had this not been distorted by the curvature of the planet. See how now that fits there? This that fit there is fitting right in here really good. Look. Following the features of the underneath, the layer underneath. See, look how that just naturally fits everywhere. This is a subduction zone, and this is not observable evidence supporting a subduction zone. In science, the observable evidence is going to trump the theory every time. The theory is not going to trump this overlay. I promise that. You got this, obviously, this some kind of spinning and splashing going on here. Okay, so now you're starting. Now secrets are starting to be revealed about the North Pole. I don't know if you've noticed that, but if you pay close attention with these alignments that align up here, you'll see certain features align here at the North Pole, and they give away hidden secrets. I guarantee that. Okay, here's the mother of all reoccurring patterns. This is like a death blow to plate tectonics and all trolls defending it, because right here is the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. You remember the Mid-Atlantic Ridge? It's where seafloor spreading is taking place, magnetic striping, and so on. But the problem, though, they have here is that everything on the surface is a reoccurring pattern, and no reoccurring pattern is supported by plate tectonics, which is a theory. Therefore, one of them's wrong. And let me just show you what's going on here. Remember, this is a subduction zone. Seafloor spreading. Magnetic striping. Let me move this. Okay, I'm going to try and show you as many alignments as I can here. Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Pacific Ocean over here. Mid-Atlantic Ridge, seafloor spreading, magnetic striping, reoccurring pattern. Watch. As I bring this first layer up, this is obviously an overspill. And I believe also the coating of the beginning of the vortex. And as you can see, I drew in. I usually don't like to draw these in anymore because it makes it actually harder for people to see the alignments than it would with it naturally, because it fits so well naturally. But anyway, so let me bring this in. Here's that area that's smashed down. It reminds me like a pour spout in a pitcher. Say if you have a pitcher of beer, you know how it's got that beveled area so that it pours out easier. That's what that reminds me of. That. You see how this lines up? But let me back out so you get the full picture. Fuck. Okay, like that. And then when you go to the second layer right here, you see this lines up with this other layer. It's funny how this is getting really difficult for me to do right now. So I have to hurry because I've seen this before. What happens is this just starts to multiply in difficulty for me for some reason, and it makes no sense. But anyway, so you see this coming up here. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? All of a sudden I can't remember what I was doing. It happens every fucking time I do this. Okay, that goes there. See, I have to fucking talk myself through this again now, because it's weird. There's like a resistance when I do this. I can feel it. It makes it really, really hard for me. It makes me want to quit, but I can't. Okay, I'm just going to keep going until I get it right. They claim that magnetic striping is going on here, but I'll bet you anything the magnetic striping is related to this right here, these marks. And you know what it's just sad because it's obvious what is happening is that the science that we have is biased. They've been taught something from the beginning is a certain way, and they refuse to think any other way. But let me show you the power of this. Okay, as this obviously lines up, you can see that, right? Even matches the markings underneath perfectly. You see? And wasn't there? Notice that, okay, there. You gotta also notice this texture. I should probably draw it in, but I am bringing it in here. Look. Okay, one of the things I wanted to show you, obviously I can't do this in an order for some reason, is that the Mid-Atlantic Ridge gives away secrets right here. Because, to be honest with you, it obviously is, let me back out, is matching this with here. And what this tells me is that there's a piece missing. Look at that precision, seriously. Look, right there, you can just see that here's, remember it was sitting right here? Look how it fits. Comes up here to fit. You see it's playing into these markings right here. This is a spillover, the beginning of it, and you can see it's washing away. But look at that, how that fits in there. Look. And as that lines up there, look at this. Okay, sorry. This is going to obviously rotate into here. You can see that the markings here are obviously like from this butting up and rotating out, I guess. See, this is all reversed of what's going on. What happened. Check it out. So like that. Look at that, how that fits the, look at how it fits the texture, the terrain right here. This is supposed to be a subduction zone. How could this possibly butt up into there? And then look, you see how that fit in there? Now this is distorted from the curvature of the planet, so I have to get a straight on shot so I can really learn what's going on here. Wow. Okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe I should cut this here, I'm not sure. This is where their magnetic striping's coming from, I guarantee that. I don't know, I just got this feeling, this gut feeling. And because here's the thing that I've learned about this planet. That magnetic striping is going to be a reoccurring pattern. Thanks for watching. I have more stuff coming.